Hi, Keegan Daniels. I'm back again for another video. I'm going to release some never before disclosed information. Now, as all Tupac's fans know, he was no fool, and he knew that all dead bodies are always identified by their fingerprints. And again, as all his true fans will know, there's a picture of Tupac getting his handprints done at Planet Hollywood. Now, the second part of the plan was to apply for a driving licence, but using on that licence somebody else's fingerprints. If you've heard of the Devin theory, which is close to the truth, so when Pac went to see Devin in hospital, this is where he somehow acquired his fingerprints to allow him to transfer them onto his own driving licence. And this is where Tupac left a little clue, a little red herring on the back of the Machiavelli album. So he left this handprint on the back of the Machiavelli album cover, and if you were to compare them, the prints don't match at all. So on reflection, to most people this must indicate that Pac is still alive. If you check the Planet Hollywood website, miraculously every detail about Pac has disappeared, as though he was never there. So on that fateful night in Vegas, we know that the Panthers also had their own COINTEL up against the COINTEL that was surrounding Tupac. The Panthers had information that a guy called Orlando Anderson was going to be set up to cause some kind of ruckus or fight with Tupac as a kind of distraction. This plot was foiled by my good friend Michael Nice, and Tupac was tipped off that his best plan of action would be to strike first. So what happened thereafter, Tupac and his people made a quick exit and headed to Suge's house to work out another plan, a plan that had to be put into operation very quickly to get Pac out of the country. Now, Giovanna Thomas was part of the security team around Tupac, and the agents knew they had to kill her first in order to get to Tupac, which is what they did. As Michael Nice told you, as told you many times, Tupac survived, but the idea to use Devin Clark's body was finally shelved, and he actually died in his sleep a few months later. Obviously the theory was that Tupac fled straight to Cuba. Well, he actually didn't. He was there at some point, but that isn't where he initially went to. Now, it's widely known that Tupac, prior to this, can't put an exact time frame on it, Tupac had actually gone to Belize to see the Vice President, to start putting plans in place to what he's going to do. Okay, that was going to be Tupac's first escape location. That was where he was going to spend a few years, but even as that was going on, there was negotiations involving Michael Nice with the Cubans as the next step where Tupac was ultimately going to end up. And obviously during these negotiations, Michael obviously had dealings with Castro. This in itself shows you what a big player Michael actually was in all this. To actually have one-on-one meetings with Castro to negotiate something like this was beyond crazy, but actually it did work.